Yes, people. Welcome to LRFC. Oh my goodness, my hoodie is so high up. Welcome, people. Today we're gonna be obviously doing the preview. I don't know why I put a review on the actual thumbnail. It was kind of weird, but it's the actual review for preview for the Bournemouth game, which is gonna be played tonight at 7:45. Um, but we're gonna discuss a lot of stuff as we go along. Obviously, the Ballon d'Or, and there's a transfer that's happening in Liverpool as well. And I want to discuss the Premier League as well, people. Like, we haven't discussed the Premier League for a while. I haven't been here for a while. I know I had to reinvent myself. I had to get some stuff going. As you can see, I've changed a lot of stuff in the layouts and all that stuff. So we'll start with obviously the Ballon d'Or, which is kind of strange to me. Messi's won it again. I don't know how. I really don't know how. Like, if you're going through a World Cup, the guy won it through a World Cup stage and all that stuff. Why didn't Mbappe win it when he won it back in the was it 2018? So why didn't Mbappe win it then? Why is it always to do with a certain thing that Messi has to win it? Look at Van Dijk missed that. Salah missed that. Lewandowski missed that. I think it was another player after that that missed out as well. So why is it always the same people that's always winning it again? Even though Messi plays in America at the moment, I don't care about the World Cup. Like I said, Mbappe won the World Cup, but he's never won the Ballon d'Or in his life. So if it's 1, 2, 3, like Messi, Haaland, and Mbappe after that, it's not fair. It's really not fair. I don't care if he's leaving football in some stage and all that stuff. He's has his time. But why is he still winning things like this? This is just, it's a travesty for the game, because, you know, the next generation, like, their time is limited now, and they're getting older. They're not getting any younger, if you know what I mean. And it's not fair. It's really not fair. Eight Ballon d'Ors, people. He's won 8 Ballon d'Ors, and we're here sitting celebrating it. And it's not right. It's not right. In any walks of life, it's not right. Great player, don't get me wrong, one of the best of all time. To me, he's not the greatest of all time. I've watched players that's better than him in my era, because, you know, the defensive formations, and, you know, the tactical side of things, the brutality of football back in the day is different to now. Now it's a soft man sport. You know what I mean? If you touch someone, they're gonna be rolling around 50 million times, and, you know, they'll get Ballon d'Or for that, and it shouldn't be like that, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it's a strange one. It's a strange one in my opinion. I don't care if you won the World Cup. Other players have won the World Cup in the past, but they never got the Ballon d'Or. Why do you have to get it if you're playing for Argentina? What about PSG? What have you done for PSG? You've done nothing over there. You won the league now and again. That is about it. But come on, man. Be fair. Be fair with the Ballon d'Or people. They're so corrupt. It's unreal, man. Listen, I'm not vouching for Haaland. Haaland has been fantastic, but he's done something extraordinary in regards to goal scoring last season. So why isn't he getting it? Mbappe, consistently performing on a regular basis. Why isn't he getting it? I hope the next stage, you know, Mbappe, Bellingham's, you know, and, you know, Soboslai's, the Eden Haaland of this world will get it eventually. You know what I mean? Because it's a travesty in my opinion. I honestly think, like, they purposely do things like this just to, you know, make people happy. And I'm thinking to myself, the guy has already won 7 before this one. Why does he need 8? It doesn't make. He's got the record. Allow that, man. Give the next kids their chance, their opportunity. Let them come through. This is why, you know, with me and the current football, the connection ain't there anymore. That's why I keep telling you, I don't watch a lot of football like I used to anymore, because it doesn't feel like it's passionate, if you know what I mean. And it's bad. It's bad. Even that World Cup, like, playing in December, it was a strange one. It's a very strange one in my opinion. But enough of me ranting about Messi. He's at his time, and the next thing, like, we got to talk about is obviously the transfer, and then we move on to the Premier League. Yeah, let's talk about the transfer. Let's talk about the transfer. So as you can see, people, Andre, I've heard personal terms has been agreed with him, and he has spoke out why he didn't join Liverpool in the summer as well. So far, that's what I've heard in regards to, you know, people talking about him. Um, fantastic player from what I've seen. I've seen clips of him now and again. You know, like when you keep looking in YouTube and looking for players like Liverpool are linked with, and we're always like drawn into Andre for some reason. And I just looked at him. He looks like a mix of Mascherano and what can I say? Someone who passes in the middle. He's a mix of Mascherano and Alonso, but not to the extent of Alonso's long range passing, but technical ability wise. He looks like a mixture of them two, Mascherano and Alonso. So I like what I see, and from what he said, like he just has to like he's a loyal player. He's not one of those players that's chasing money and all that stuff. This is the typical Liverpool way of thinking as well. And from what he said is, I had to stay loyal to Fluminense. I had to try and win this Copa Libertadores. This is the equivalent of the Champions League in their country. They're gonna play Boca Juniors, I think, yeah, in the final. So it shows like his loyalty and his commitment for the football club as well. That's what impressed me with Andre Trinidad. And in January, I've heard Liverpool are gonna go for him, and they are probably gonna get him because from what I've heard from his chairman, when he spoke, he did say it's a bit too early for him to go right now. So after the Copa Libertadores and Andre is probably going to be ready for him to go to Europe and play for a big football club, which is Liverpool. Yeah, I'm happy with that at the end of the day because that's what we're missing in that midfield. If you look at our midfield, although Endu is coming through gradually and we're playing McAllister there on a regular basis, it's not really comfortable. What I liked about the previous game with Liverpool is the way when Endu came on, Szoboszlai slotted in next to Endu and supported him. What Gini Ronaldo did with what's his name, Fabinho. When Fabinho first came along, we was hesitant, is he this good? So is he this bad? Is he gonna improve? And then what Klopp did is let him watch from the sideline, see what positions to take on the pitch, and then eventually give him his opportunity. But when he gave him his opportunity, he played Ronaldo next to him, and them two was complementing each other until Fabinho was ready to take over that role, and he did. Fabinho became probably the best defensive midfielder in the world at the time as well. So you can see it can work with these formations. Endu, the way he's playing at the moment, and I'm impressed with Endu. Don't get me wrong. I did say in the previous streams in other channels that just give him time, he will improve. And if we give him time, we'll just have to support him because if you come to a different country and you're alone over here, it's going to be difficult for you to integrate with the team because you're just a bit shy. It's a bit difficult and all that stuff. So and now you see the benefits with Endu, and he played pretty well in the Europa League against Toulouse, and he was probably, I gave the man of the match to someone else. It's in Gravenberch, but I thought Endu deserved it as well. So yeah. He's getting better. Let's just give him time and patience. I know he's 30 years old, but he's not here to play every game. He's here to support the team and make them better. That's what Endu's here for, people. He's a Milner replacement. He's not a Henderson replacement. He's not a Fabinho replacement. He could play more than one position. He could play right back, left back, centre back as well as the DM role. So yeah, I'm happy with Endu, man. I don't know why people are saying he's not a footballer. You know what I'm saying? Certain someone that I know said that he's not even a footballer. But we'll see. But get busy in the comments, people. That's what I'm here for. I'm back, obviously, with new graphics and all that stuff. And let's enjoy it together, innit? That's what I'm here for. Back on a daily basis, baby. Yeah, so that's what's happening with Endu. So with Andre, he is gonna have an option in January, and hopefully Liverpool Football Club are the ones that are going to get him through the door. We need a DM, people. No matter what, even though McAllister is doing a fantastic job in that role, we still need a DM and someone who's going to complement the likes of Szoboszlai, McAllister, Gravenberch, Jones, and the rest of the players that we have in that midfield role. So if we have the strength and depth in that midfield role, it will give us the opportunity to go further in the league, and not only that, in Europa League and in the cups as well. The strength and depth is the most important thing in the team. If we don't have that, it's going to be costly during the season, as we've seen in the past. When injuries hit our team, we're not the same team anymore. So let's just go forward with it and see how far we get as well. So yeah, so that's what I've got for you with with Andre. Hopefully in January he will come through. and then we'll see where we go from there, if you know what I mean. But yeah, let's discuss the Premier League. I want to talk about the Premier League. Tottenham are doing pretty well, aren't they? You can see the table right there, people. The Premier League is it's an interesting league this season. Tottenham after 10 games, 26 points, 30. So 0 losses, 2 draws, 8 wins. That's more or less like every game they're winning. And obviously, there's a game in there that was proper corrupted, as we already know. And not many people want Liverpool to win the league. It's difficult, as we already know about that as well. Yeah, so Tottenham are top of the league. Not enough people are giving credit. I'll give them credit. I said like they are pretty impressive, but there's always pace setters in the Premier League, and we've seen it in the past. We've seen it with West Brom. We've seen it with other teams that did it as well. That so far they're doing good because with Tottenham, the advantage they have is like nobody knows how their formation is. Nobody knows how they play. Nobody knows the manager that's coming to the Premier League and doing what he's doing. So it's a bit difficult for other players, other teams to understand how they're playing. So once the season evens itself out, we already know, like in the Premier League, there's the first stage when everybody's going to gun ho. There's a second stage when everybody's slowly tightening up and buying players in January, and there's a third phase when the league has to be shut up shop, which is the teams have to defend better in order for them to have a position in the league is above the relegation, or somewhere in the league you have to finish to get more finance, or Europa League, or the top four and the championship, the champions after that as well. So these things happen, people. Like these things in the league, it's always at different stages, if you know what I mean, and this is what's going to happen eventually. And right now it's all gun ho. Everybody's like out for themselves. They want to set up their formations and show people like we play this way. This is our philosophy and all that stuff. And that's how it is. That's how it is in the league in the beginning. Like the first 10 games, everybody's got nothing to lose, as you can see. The league, like everybody. I'm shocked about Burnley. I've said it before. Everybody's got points. Obviously, Sheffield United has only got 1 point, but you can see like it's more or less not too far from each other in the league, and this is good. This is good for the league. It makes it more healthy, if you know what I mean. If you look at other leagues, you don't get this kind of healthiness. You only get the same teams always at the top of the league, which is Bayern Munich, which is Real Madrid, Barcelona, teams like that. You know what I mean? So, but our league, as you can see, this is why it's the best league in the world at times. And top three, you can see, is Tottenham, Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool, Aston Villa. Even Aston Villa, like this season, they've been impressive. You got to give them credit, you know what I mean? Unai Emery, like now with that pressure, as you can see, he can actually manage the team and make them even better. From what I've seen, if you look at the stats, he's in the top 2, I've heard, with winning games since he's come in. So, and another time, if he had enough, if he had his own team and enough players to compete, he could have been at the top as well. So Aston Villa, listen, they are a dangerous team. They are a very, very dangerous team. Newcastle, as we already know, they are up and coming. I think this season it's just a bit too long for them compared to last season, the way they competed. I like them. I like the league the way it looks right now, because normally Liverpool is the only one that's challenging Man City, and it's frustrating. But now when you get other teams like challenging Man City, it makes it more healthier. And not only that, if teams are grabbing points from each other, then you don't know at the end of the season what teams are going to be top of the league. So that's what I like about it, because in the previous seasons when Liverpool were challenging Man City, we had to win all of our games. And it was a struggle. It was an absolute struggle. But let me get to the comments, and we move on from the Premier League after that. Thanks for coming on, people. Honestly, I appreciate everyone that's come on all day, every day, as I always say. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. You guys are the kindest people ever on social media, and I'm telling the truth, man. Even when I'm like not even on here and I come on gradually, you guys are still here supporting the channel, and I appreciate that. But please do me a favor, just hit that like button. That's all I ask for. I don't ask for anything else. And if you're new, subscribe. and hit that notification bell, which will alert you every single time I come on as well. So please do that for me. Yeah, just get the comments busy, man. I'm here for you guys at the end of the day. I put new graphics, and I'm trying to change my way of thinking in regards to doing streams now. So the more I do graphics, the more like I could come up with ideas doing new things as well. Abdul, big up, brother. Thanks for coming on. Can we win the league? Of course we can win the league. Why can't we win the league? What's the issue? You know what upsets me more than anything, Abdul, is when people think like we're not serious enough. Like if you look at our players compared to last season, and what I said was these players currently are better than 2 seasons ago, and people laugh at me, and I said they are. Henderson and Soboslai, who's better? There you go. Soboslai is 3 times the player Henderson is. He could run about like Henderson, energy to burn. He could cross the ball better than Henderson. He could pass the ball better than Henderson. And you know, like he could even shoot long range shots that could go top corners from deep as well. So he's got more to his game than, you know, what Henderson had. And then you look at the other side. You look at Wijnaldum and McAllister. Let's just be honest here. McAllister is a World Cup winner. He must be really good. I'll miss Wijnaldum, but the way McAllister has been performing, especially in that DM role, don't forget, people, Wijnaldum did play DM at times. McAllister is just improving game in and game out, but he's not. Me and Jamie Phillips said that he could be the permanent person there, but I honestly think we are still going to get that DM. I don't know what's telling me. I know I talked about Andre, but if we're going for the likes of Caicedo and Lavia and players like that, why are we going to stop there? Why don't we go for other players in that position? Like I said, strength and depth, that's what it's all about. But yeah, listen, don't listen to these pundits. We are challenging for the league. We've got better players than 2 seasons ago, quad season in my opinion, and you got Thiago and all these guys coming back at the same time as well. Why not? Why not, man? Of course we're going to challenge. Welcome back. Much appreciate it, Abdul, man. I'm glad you guys are happy I'm back. Jason says, how's it going? I'm good, man. Just, you know, like what I've said in the past, I like bringing content. It's just I need a break from time to time. Then I come back even better. That's what it is. Like if you keep doing the same stuff again and again and again and don't have a rest, mentally it will mess up with you. And I don't want to be mentally messed up, people. You know what I mean? Because it does affect me badly sometimes. But I do my best to bring you the best content ever, and I try it. I try everything in my powers to do that for you as well. LFC doing well this season, 100%, Jason. You can't really argue with that, mate. A lot of people doubted Klopp. A lot of people said Klopp only has 7 seasons and he disappears. Now you see Klopp jumping up and down, energetic. And I was worried myself. I did say at times last season, the season before, this doesn't look like Klopp that I know. You know what I mean? The Klopp that's energetic on the sideline, that's shouting out like referees, shouting out players, telling them to go here, telling them to go there. Now he's looking like he's been refreshed, and this is the Klopp we want. I won't be surprised if he signs another 3-4 year contract with Jurgen Klopp, and that's what I want. If you look at the most successful managers in history of football, it's the longevity ones that actually outlast everyone. Ferguson outlast everyone. Paisley outlast everyone. So Dalglish at his first stint outlast everyone. So that's what you got to look at. You need a longevity manager there, and especially a manager like Klopp that's represents the club on and off the pitch. I've heard Jurgen Klopp at the end of last season sat down with the fans and he discussed the signings he's gonna make and all that stuff, and how excited he is at the same time as well. This is the manager we got, you know what I mean? And at least like compared to other teams, you look at Man United, they are absolutely garbage. That's because they're not connecting with that manager. They're not connecting with the fan base and all that stuff. That shows if you have that connection with the fans and everybody's together. I'm telling you, you can win everything. The saddest thing about this season is, people, if we was in the Champions League, I swear to you, I would have said we would have won it. That's how good we've been this season. Everybody says that in the Europa League. They look at Liverpool, they say, what are they doing there? They shouldn't be that low, man. They should be better than that. Yeah, 100%. Yes, Katie, welcome, Katie. Obviously, Jason, Katie, Abdul. I'm gonna keep going down. Don't worry about that. Hello to all the Reds fans in the comments. You never walk alone. Big up, Katie. Big up as always. Jason says, do we need these cups if we are challenging? We just have to play the youth. That's all we got to do. We can't keep like playing the first teamers in there. If you know what I mean. If we're serious about the league, you could rest the first teamers in the league and put the kids in there from time to time. The kids haven't let us down this season, people. Let's just be honest here. Kelleher, Kwanzaa, Chambers came on the other day, and Harvey Elliott is coming off the bench and doing his bits as well. Curtis Jones, all these players. When they come on, they're not letting us down this season. It's because it's competition for places. If you have competition for places, it will elevate everyone in their performances. I've been saying that for a while. The issue these youngsters are having the last couple of seasons is because they were already guaranteed a team, first team place. And this is why they performed the way they did. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But let me go down the comments. We will challenge. We will challenge. Even if we go for the cups. Joe Powell says, big up Joe, by the way. Not a Liverpool fan, but he's a neutral fan. He loves football. From what he told me before, me and Laser. Spurs are going for the league. LOL. They are, mate. Not a lot of people are giving them credit, but they have to get the credit. They deserve the credit, Tottenham. And for them to be like setting the pace after 10 games and they more or less won every game and drew 2, you know what I mean? Like, they got to get the credit. They got to get the credit. You can't deny that. I know a lot of people saying they're imposters, they're not good enough, etc. and all that stuff. It's not fair. It's not fair, in my opinion. Gigi says, big up Fozzy. Hope you are doing great, man. I'm good, Gigi. I went to do the other day an evening with Kevin Keegan. I do that stuff in it, guys. I meet legends in it now and again. Kevin Keegan is the most impressive person I've ever met in a Liverpool, legend-wise. He almost teared me up, like when he was talking to me, because all we did in the beginning is take a photo with him, innit? I'll bring that photo next time and I'll show you. I think I already put it on the comments anyway. I took a photo with Kevin Keegan, and I thought that was it. Like, I could walk away and go to my seat so he could speak and all that stuff. He called me back. He said, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm going to take my seat." "Who do you support?" "Of course, the Reds." I said, "Liverpool Football Club, innit?" "Oh, there's a lot of views today. You're competing with Newcastle, but Liverpool is slightly more fans," he said to me and all that stuff. And I said, yeah, you're a legend, man. That's what I'm here for. You know what I mean? Every legend's like, if I've got the time to come on, like, if you're doing an event, I'll come and see you guys. And he said to me, "Yeah, man. I love Liverpool Football Club and all that stuff. It's just, I said to him, it's just a pity the fans don't receive you as well as they used to before you actually made that move." And he said, "Listen, sit down and I'll explain to you guys why I left Liverpool and what the reason for it was." So what he said was, the reason he left Liverpool is because he wanted more money. He won the Champions League, he won the league, and all that stuff, and Liverpool wanted to keep him at the same level with the money, Kevin Keegan said, and it wasn't working out. Real Madrid came in for him apparently in that season, but Peter Robinson, I don't know if you guys know who that is. He's an executive recruitment guy at Liverpool back in the 70s all the way to the 90s, I believe. The older fans remember him. He was the man who got us all those players, that Dalglish, Rush, Barnes, all these players. He said, like, Real Madrid came in for him, and Peter Robinson said to him, "We need you for one more year." And Kevin Keegan said, "Yeah." But the thing is, with Kevin Keegan, he was still receiving the same money, unfortunately. Even in the old days, even though your contract ends at a certain point, you still belong to that club. The club is the one that decides if you leave or stay, if you know what I mean. So they decided for him to stay another year, and this is why he left at the end as well. So he skipped Real Madrid. Real Madrid were asking for him. He skipped that to stay for Liverpool another year, and then the year ended. Obviously, the season ended. And what happened was Real Madrid didn't want him anymore. So there's only one club that actually wanted him, and that was Hamburg, unfortunately. He said that no other club came in for him. No other club came in for Kevin Keegan, people. And Hamburg is the only one that came in for him. Paid a lot of money, which we bought the King for, like Kenny Dalglish. We bought that money with. And it was sad. It was really, really sad, because he said he didn't want to leave. But the most important thing here, he said, when I left, you bought the best player that's ever been at Liverpool, which is Kenny Dalglish, and you got extra money to buy some more players on top of that as well. But he went to Hamburg and he won the Ballon d'Or twice. Yeah, Kevin Keegan, man, like, people need to calm down with that. They need to give him the compliments, because the success started with Kevin Keegan, people. Liverpool won't be where we are without Kevin Keegan, performing in that final. Was it Borussia Mönchengladbach? So look at that. Look at that. He was marked throughout the game, and he even earned a penalty. Yeah, it's just the relationship with Liverpool fans is not as healthy as it used to be because they blame me for leaving, but there was a reason I left, and it was just the finance wasn't working out. Oh, John Conway, you're too kind, brother. Too kind. Thanks for the super chat. Big up, Fozzy. How are you doing? I'm good, bro. I'm very, very good. As you can see, I'm excited. I was going to a few events and that here and there, Liverpool, personal events with the wife as well. Yeah, I've enjoyed life, man. I've enjoyed life, but I'm back now, and hopefully you guys are gonna enjoy this stuff. But thank you for the super chat, man. I appreciate that. It means more for us on this channel, as I always say. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you, man. Always, always. Thank you, John Conway. BVD should have won the Ballon d'Or. 100% John Conway. That's what I'm saying. We need to be careful when we're watching these Ballon d'Ors. You know what I mean? They're just favorites for certain players. It doesn't matter like how you perform. It's not all about performance based. It's about favoritism to certain players. And this is how Messi and Ronaldo have been winning it like year in and year out. It's unfair to the likes of Lewandowski, Salah when he scored all those goals, Haaland recently, and Van Dijk when he was the best defender in the world at the time as well. So it's crazy, man. It's really annoying. It really annoys me, things like that, because I believe it's unfair. It's really, really unfair. Like Messi, like is 36 years old playing in America, but you're giving him Ballon d'Or because the way he played in the World Cup. Well, Mbappe won the World Cup. Did he get the Ballon d'Or? No. It's time to move on, man. It's time to move on. Unfair, man. Really, really unfair. Gigi says Salah deserves to win the Ballon d'Or because currently Mo is face of global sport. To me, I gotta be honest with you, Gigi. I've said it for a while. I honestly think Salah currently is the best player in the world. Not only is he scoring goals, he's creating bundles of goals at the same time as well. And people need to like look out for that. Listen, I'm not the kind of fan that actually always, champions Salah when he was scoring goals on a regular. I've always said it, but we're not winning titles with that. Now you look at Salah, he's not only creating goals, he's working hard, running up and down that pitch, and he's scoring goals at the same time more or less in every game as well. Look at that. Look at that. Can't really argue with that, man. 100% I agree with you. Darren O'Connor, big up, brother, big up. I hope you subscribed. We won't see till after New Year who the proper contenders are. Yeah, I think it's too early, bro. Darren, I think it's too early. I think people are jumping the gun. I think like people need to calm down with that as well. Like Tottenham's gonna win the league. I keep hearing like Tottenham fans saying they're gonna win the league. This is the first time you ever done anything. Come on. Yes, Uncle Roz, big up. Please go subscribe to Uncle Roz. His channel is amazing. He's one of the hardest working YouTubers I've ever seen. He's all about bringing content to people. You know what I mean, to people. And the harder you work, the more rewards you should get. So please go and subscribe to Uncle Rods and help him out on his channel. He's on the verge of like 1,000 subscribers. He'll be monetized after that. With your help, share the channel around and give him all the help you can get, man. Because he's a wonderful person. Not only obviously doing the content off the actual screen, he's a great person as well. Wonderful person. Gigi says, I've this feeling that if we sign Andre and send her back in January, we'll win the league. We are contenders, 100%. It just depends on how we go on about it. Like I said to you before, Gigi, these players that we have currently, they're better than 2 years ago. and people don't see what I'm seeing. Soboslai is better than Henderson. You know what I mean? McAllister is better than most of the players we had in the past, like Oxlade, Keita, and etc. So we have improved in players. So I don't know why people are not taking us seriously. We've got the spine of the team. Alisson, Van Dijk, Soboslai, Trent, Salah. The strikers, Nunes now come to his own, like I've always said. I've always supported Nunes. I've always said that. He's going to improve. He's only struggling with the basics of the game. Now look at him. The rewards are coming. With Nunes, the issues people had in the beginning is like his misplaced passing, his miscontrolling. But that's the basics of the game. You could teach that to anyone. If you know football, you know what I'm talking about, people. So now look at him. Everybody wants him to play every game, even the haters. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Yeah, big up, bros. Always, all day, every day. Facts, Fozzy. Yeah, big up, man. Listen, I'll speak as honest as possible as I can. Big up, Red Bird. I haven't seen you for a while. I hope everything's well with you and your family, brother. I really hope everything's well. Red Bird, don't go there yet. So I'm near the end of the comments so far, but bring it, keep it bringing it in it. That's what I'm here for. I want to win every competition we are in. 100%, Red Bird. We have to, man. We have to, mate. The way we're performing now in the Europa League, it clearly shows we're above everyone. We're just too good. Like when people are saying Liverpool should not be on in the Europa League, we should be in the Champions League. You know what's funny, people? If you look at the actual Champions League, when teams are weak, Liverpool are never in there. When teams are strong, Liverpool are always in there. Why does that happen? It doesn't make any sense. It really annoys me, man. Really, really annoys me. Oh man, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But yeah, so that's the end of the all the talks. I want to talk about certain players that I don't really I talked about in other streams. So in the Premier League, as you can see, people, this guy is the midfield general for us. He's the best player that we have at the moment in regards to that midfield roles. He gives it all. He's a winner as well for his country. He plays as a number 10. He has improved us. He has elevated us to that next level now in regards to performance on the pitch and all that stuff. So I'm impressed with our signings this season. I know I complain about FSG a lot, and I've always said it. If FSG do well, I will give them credit, and I will give them credit for that. The signings they made this season, they are out of this world, in my opinion. And I'm loving Soboslai. And there's not only he's playing like this right now, people, there's an improvement to come on top of that as well. Can you imagine? You're already celebrating him now. Can you imagine, like, in the future, how far he can get? Like, he's only 23. He's just turned 23 recently. I'm telling you, people, watch this space. This guy is going to become a world beater, not too distant from the future. I'm telling you now. McAllister, he's playing a different role. But he's performing now. Like, he's getting used to that role. What I like about McAllister is his unselfishness. He's not that type of player that's, why am I playing as a DM? I'm a number 8. You know what I mean? He doesn't say that. Whatever you put him, he will play there and perform to the best of his ability, and he's doing that right now. As you can see him, like, in every game that he plays, each game he's elevating higher and higher and higher, and it's getting better and better and better. Like I said, I'm impressed with the ownership, the way they got the players, and the way the signings have been made, because these are the signings we needed. We needed players like this. We needed players that can be different. And everybody's talking about, like, where's Ronaldo's replacement? There he is right on the screen right now. His fellow Dutchman. And what a player. I'm telling you right now, people, watch this space. This kid is going to become outstanding for Liverpool Football Club. We already talk about Soboslai. Watch out for Gravenberch in the near future, man. He is going to be phenomenal in that position. Not so long ago, he was rated highly. He was rated more highly than Bellingham. So you can see why people are rating him that highly as well. Like, I'm loving it. When I watch him in tight situations, the way he gets out of it, normally Liverpool players just pass it back in for the passing sake. So this is what frustrates us with the likes of Harvey Elliott. But with Gravenberch, he gets the ball, turns players, and then he just runs forward, passes the right passes. Even if it's a long ball, even if he makes a mistake, it's the right pass he makes as well. So Gravenberch, listen, McAllister, Gravenberch, and Soboslai, beautiful signings. This guy, he gets a lot of criticism, but you saw him in the Europa League against Toulouse. He performed outstandingly. Like I said, if it wasn't for Gravenberch, I would give Endu the man of the match, and he deserved it. He deserved it. I'm telling you right now. That header he scored, like, for a guy who's about 5'6", something like that. Like, how can you do a header like that? Like you're Niall Quinn or something like that, or Peter Crouch. It was amazing. It was amazing. But give him time, people. Give him time. Have patience with him, and we'll see where he's going to go at the end of the season. Because, if we're quick to judge and expect him to do a lot of stuff in the beginning, it ain't going to work. It ain't going to work, people. Like, I think that it's the knee-jerk reaction with players. We overreact on players, and it's not fair because, they've just come into the team. New formations, new manager, new coaching staff, different language. You don't have anyone in the football club that's from your country that you could relate to, so you need to build a relationship, a rapport with other players. So there's a lot of things that come into players, like, to perform on a regular basis in the highest level. We're not lower level team, people. We're higher level team. So in the likes of Endu, even with his experience, he would have struggled no matter what. So just give him time, patience, as we are Liverpool fans. That's what we do. And I guarantee you, you'll be impressed at the end of the season. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. This season, I want to speak about Virgil van Dijk. He's been one of the best defenders in my opinion in the Premier League this season, and as a captain, he's come up. He's come up as you know, as a leader now. Because what used to worry me about Van Dijk in the past, the issues I used to have with him when he was a captain, he had to lead the whole team and he was struggling to lead the whole team. Now, like through experience at his age, it looks like he understands that captaincy role and he's performing into the highest level each game that he plays now, which is impressive. You got to think about it. He comes from like a severe like knee injury, so it was always going to be a problem for him. He still has that problem. I see him in the game sometimes. The way he walks, I could see that he's struggling a bit. But what I liked about him in the last game is the way he was covering the balls over the top. It's like he's got that pace again, pace to burn. Alanga for Nottingham Forest tried to like pace him, but Van Dijk had that little bit of pace again and to get the ball back and all that stuff. So as a captain, I like this leadership. I like the huddle before the game, getting everyone together and telling them like, let's do this together, let's win this game and all that stuff. It shows the unity and the togetherness of the team as well. So I like that. I really really like that. I think he's come through as a captain this season, because I used to be critical of Van Dijk in the past, and I used to worry. But people get in the comments, man. I'm here for what, a few minutes more to an hour, maybe just slightly more. So yeah, just do whatever you can with the comments, man. That's what I'm here for. Trent, he gets a lot of criticism in his defensive side, but I thought this season I think he's been phenomenal in defensive. Like he's winning headers, he's winning like battles as well. He's at sprinting players to get to the ball now. He's more aggressive when he's challenging players. That criticism that we had, and we say let's get a new right back to challenge for him. I'll take that back. Because I'm impressed. I'm really really impressed, because a lot of criticism happens towards him in regards to his defending, but this season, as a leader, don't get me wrong, he's got the leadership now. He's got the support from the manager. He's got the support from the staff and everybody else, obviously the players. And he's the vice captain of the team. He's going to be the future captain for the team. So it shows that with the leadership, he can perform that much further. It shouldn't be like that in the first place. You should perform in every game you play. But as a leader, it looks like he's coming through, and you can see his physique has changed. He's very very strong, very very big compared to the small little guy that we used to see in the past. Yeah, listen, with Trent, it was only a matter of time, like before he turns the corner and become the player that we want him to be as well. So yeah, Trent is amazing. Trent is amazing, man. Go give him credit for his defensive side. He's worked it out. Yes, let's just hope Diaz's father's found people. They found his mother. They're still looking for his father, from what I've heard. Hopefully they find his father as soon as possible. Sad thing, innit? Sad thing when things like that happen, man. We all come together as a club. We'll support our players, as everybody knows, and I hope his father is okay and comes through. In regards as a player, me, Jamie, K-Mac, we was talking on his stream the other day. We was discussing about him and Konate. I don't know what it is. With Diaz, it's probably his injury and all that stuff. He needs to come back somehow, some way to perform on a regular basis on the pitch. I might be too overcritical, but what I want to see is that competition between Salah and Diaz, like Mane and Salah. You know what I mean? You score, I'll score. You create, I create. You know what I mean? Things like that. I want to see that back on both wings. You know what I mean? Salah is already doing his business on his side. I want Diaz to do the business on the other side. I wasn't too critical. I was just being honest. I love the player. The player that arrived at Liverpool was amazing. Like, he was doing everything, like connecting with the left back, running up and down that pitch, taking on players, creating chances, scoring goals. That's what I want him to get back to. And hopefully he will. But yeah, first of all, let's find his dad and hopefully he'll be okay as well. With Konate against Northern Forest, I thought he was man of the match in my opinion. I thought he was one of the best players I've seen. But this is Konate, people. It's in and out. Like sometimes he's going to perform, the other times he's not going to perform. And it's frustrating a lot of people. In a Champions League final, I'll play him. I'll play him like ahead of everyone. VVD is the best. Yeah, he's back. He's back, bro. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. But people, yeah, get busy in the comments, man. I'm here for the next few minutes, so get busy in the comments. Yeah, with Konate, the issues I have with him is the inconsistency. He's not consistent enough. Like, look at him against Northern Forest. No one got past him. The first shot on target was the final whistle of the game. Why don't you perform like this season in, season out? That's what I asked about Konate. And he doesn't do that. With him, it's he will perform in the Champions League final or Cup finals or anything like that, or like big games against Man City, Man United, or someone like that. But you know, in the other games, he just brings down his performances. This is what angers me. I want that consistency from him. He's 24 years old, people. He's not a young person. So now you should be saying to Van Dijk, it's time I take over now. You know what I mean? Guide him at the weight. But he's not even doing that. So now you see him performing against Northern Forest like that. Next game he's going to perform in a different way, and Matip is going to come on after that. I want him to be consistent. That's all. I'm not criticizing the player. I love the player. I think he's a fantastic defender. I think he could be one of the best defenders in the world. I think he can do a lot of damage to strikers and all that stuff. But, you know, like, don't take too many risks. Just play your game. If you have to kick the ball off for a throw, kick it for a throw. Don't, you know what I mean? Don't try to dribble out with the ball and things like that. Yeah, a lot of work ahead for him, but it's that consistency I'm looking for. I want him to be consistent so we could trust him in that defense, if you know what I mean. We'll move on to the next one, which is today's game. We'll move on to the tactics, innit? Move on to the tactics. So let's go, people. Let's go. Yeah, I'm looking forward to today's game, actually. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, so as you can see on the screen, this is the tactics for today for me. This is what I want. Let me just make it slightly bigger. Hopefully I could do that. I want to give these guys a chance. Like, Matip hasn't played for a while. Gomez hasn't played for a while. Kwanzaa at the back. Chambers, I thought it was fantastic in the Europa League against Toulouse. I know a lot of people said that he made a little mistakes here. He made the run before, you know, when they scored a goal and all that stuff. But that comes with the experience, innit? Like, if you play more games, then with experience, you become a better player. Yeah, I want Chambers to play as a left back. Kelleher obviously in goal. Endu back in that deep role. Jones hasn't played much this season. So Jones hasn't played much in the previous games because of his suspensions. So let's play him and Elliott in that roles and see what they do, if they could do more damage. The issue with Elliott at the moment is when he starts games, he's not doing well. He's not doing well when he starts games. He's good at coming from the bench, and, you know, performing on a regular basis in the starting lineup. That's when he's good. But in regards to, you know, him starting games, he hasn't settled in that role yet. So I'm hoping from today onwards, Harvey Elliott, all I want him to do is a simple thing in games. You don't need to do a lot. You know what I mean? Take up positions when you have to. Like, there, and there. This is what Soboslai does, and there. These positions ain't going to be difficult for you to you know, sort out. From time to time, you could even, like, with your ability, from time to time, you could even go there, you know, and then try to take a shot from there and things like that. That's what he's struggling with at the moment, is his legs don't take him far, unfortunately, because of his height, innit? So, you know, like some people, when they're small, they could run faster. With him, he's got no pace. This is why he's struggling, like, when he's running up and down the pitch. But this is what I want him to do now. Like, you know, like, put your claim in the first team, but when you start, like, do more. Do more. Like, show the world that you're better than what people think you are. You know what I mean? And you could do more damage going forward. Take shots from outside the box. Like, come inside sometimes. Cross the ball into the far post with your left foot. Do something. Through balls. Like through balls to the strikers. Through balls anywhere. Like, do something different to other players. Maybe then people will be convinced that you're a better player than we first thought. This is what I'm saying about him. And this is what he's struggling with. But when he comes off the bench, you could see there's a different player, which is more impressive. Because he sees everything before he comes on. Why do you have to do that? Why don't you, when you go home, look at the team you're facing, watch a full game of them, how they perform, how they, like, run about on the pitch and all that stuff. And then you could put your own input in the game as well. Studying, like, when you study, you become better in football terms or anything in life. So that's what he needs to do. I don't think he studies more. I think he's too busy putting on earrings and things like that. You know what I mean? So this is why I want him to go. Like, be more interact with other players, like, and you know, put your own input in the games, and you know, have a relationship with these two players, you know, and this, all the right sided players. You can have a relationship with them as well. Make the right movements, make the right passes, make the right, you know, everything that you do, then you'll be fine. But he doesn't. It's weird. It's weird with Harvey Elliott. But everybody's talking about him. They're saying when he's coming on as a sub, it's 10 out of 10. When he's playing in the game, is 6 out of 10. It's true. When he's playing the full game, that is, it's 6 out of 10. But everybody else around him is improving. He's improving, but he's improving in a sense of like coming off the bench. And that's weird, you know what I mean, people. That's weird. So yeah, it's got a lot of improving to do, in my opinion. Yeah, people, like I said, get busy in the comments. Please like, share, subscribe if you're new, and all that good stuff. I'm here for you guys at the end of the day. And thanks for the turnout, man. Honestly, thanks for the turnout. John Conway says Bournemouth, Liverpool, it's going to be 3-0 to Liverpool. Oh, we'll see, bro. We'll see. Yeah, so that's the formation I'm going with. Obviously, Gakpo came back from injury, long-term injury. Not long-term, but, you know, before the international football, when he scored, after they scored that goal on the Spurs, it looks like he's back to normality. The way, the impact that he had against Nottingham Forest and his legs and all that stuff looks like he's gone over. You know, it doesn't affect him anymore. So, yeah, it looks like he's back to his best. Jota needs more games, as we know. Obviously, he only came on because of Diaz not being available, but now he needs more games. He needs to do more, in my opinion. Obviously, he scored the goal, but work on your build-up play, work on your passing ability, which is frustrating at times. You know what I mean? Because his passing abilities are the worst at times, which leads to a chance for the other team. It's like he doesn't learn from, you know, when he passes the ball off, that you have to make sure it goes to the player. He doesn't learn about things like that. That's what frustrates me about him. But yeah, listen, Chambers back as a left back, Kwanzaa back as a centre back, Matip, Gomez, Endu, Elliott, Gakpo, Jones, Jota, and Doak. I think Doak needs more opportunities in the games for him to improve as a player. We know what the quality he has. We already know that. We think he's a fantastic player, Doak. But you know, with the more opportunity he gets in the games, the more he will become a better player, in my opinion, as well. So give him more of a chance, and I think he'll be fine after that. Yeah, so that's all I got for you guys, man. You know what I mean? I've been out for a while. Thanks for the turnout. I always appreciate that. I always say that. You know, without your support, we don't come back. I'm being serious. It's just all about support. I don't, you know, these graphics we do, like it's hard. It's very hard for us to do it, but we try to bring you the best content possible, and because of your support motivates us doing this. So keep going, man. Keep going. I'll be back tomorrow to do the review show after this game in the EFL against Bournemouth. Hopefully we'll get a win together, and we could give the man of the match to the players as well. So yeah, tune in tomorrow, and we'll go from there. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me just get to the last comment from John. John, it's not only a great stream, it's you guys, brother. It's you guys that, you know, you donated to the cause, and you gave us a super chat, as you always do, John. I won't forget that. Like I said, I've got something for you. Don't worry about that. And I appreciate you, bro. I see you support every Liverpool channel, and I hope everybody can see things like that, because we put a lot of work on it as well, bro. Much appreciated, brother. Yes, people, that's me done. I hope you enjoyed this, and the new graphics I put up for you is all different. I'll be back tomorrow doing the review, but on the weekend I will be doing a live stream. Don't worry about that. I'll be doing a live stream. That's me done, people. Like, share, subscribe. See you. I'll see you soon.